think the biggest thing is just physicality, right? We're in the Big Ten. It's a tough conference, and we got these teams coming from the West Coast. It's just about being physical and coming out every day and getting on some guy, right? And I think that's just the biggest thing. People try and overcomplicate offensive line, but at the end of the day, it's just about being physical and trying to put somebody in the dirt, and that's what we're trying to apply to our game.
Impressions of Cade so far, you being back out there and working?
It's awesome to see him out there. He's one of my best friends, and to finally see him out there after a tough season-ending injury these past 2 years, right? It's tough, so I'm super excited to see him out there, and he's having a lot of fun with it too. And then we got Brendan and Marco and all of them. They're competing, which is really cool to see. They're all out there having fun too, so it's really cool, and I'm happy for them.
Coach Barnett talked about how much progress you've made in the last couple of years since the switch, and now it's really taking a big jump from a communication standpoint. Is that just experience? How does that work?
Oh, absolutely. I think the more reps you get, the easier, not the easier it gets, but it definitely slows down a little bit, right? I remember my first game ever. I don't want to ever watch that tape again because it was just so bad. But right now it's a little bit better. I kind of know what I'm doing, which way I'm going, and whatnot. So, and that just develops over time. Confidence that you can do it and whatnot. And he's been a number one believer in me that I can do it. So yeah, just reps and reps and reps help you get to that confidence level.
So George talked about. I asked George White. He said that's the guy that I think's really progressed over the past 2 years. Because the reality is, you stepped into such an impossible situation, taking over Tyler in the spring. He said you've never snapped a football before you entered that spring.
A little bit in my freshman year of high school, but other than that,
How have you kind of felt like that confidence and you've kind of found your voice? Because Cade also mentioned that a lot of the older guys, the offensive linemen and the offense kind of looked up to you. How do you just kind of feel like you've evolved from the leadership and vocal standpoint over the past year?
Yeah, I think it just starts with Coach Barnett, right? He's been the guy who's believed in me since day one. On those days that I didn't think I could do it, he's been there and continued to push me. And then the guys in the room, right? Like, these guys are my best friend, and I came in the room, and Tyler Ellsbury was one of the number one guys that helped me compete for that spot, right? And he helped me learn all these new things. Mason Richmond, Nick DeYoung, all these guys, right? We were the same class, but they helped me at the end of the day to get where I am now, and I kind of understand what I have to do, and we kind of look to each other if we ever need anything too. So it just starts with the guys around me that have helped me gain that confidence.
When things haven't gone